Episode of Anupama brings emotional drama, family tension, and a life threatening moment that changes the atmosphere completely. The episode begins on a positive note as Prenan happily informs Anupama that their cafe received excellent sales during Mother Day celebration. Anupama smiles and saves the festive discounts definitely helped, but the real challenge starts now because maintaining success is never easy. Prerna confidently reassures her that as long as Anupama continues cooking with dedication, every obstacle can be overcome. Anupama then lovingly wishes that Prem and Prerna's cafe also becomes successful. However, Prerna suddenly looks uncomfortable as she remembers Shruti's strict condition. Anupama notices her uneasiness and gently asks what is wrong, but before Prerna can reveal anything, Prem interrupts the conversation and tells her not to waste time. Meanwhile, preparations for the Vat Savitri Puja are underway. Leela narrates the story too of Savitri and explains how her devotion and fasting brought her husband back from death. She encourages all the women to pray sincerely for their husband and relationship across 7 timelines. The emotional atmosphere grows stronger as Kinjal becomes emotional during their prayers. Rahi notices her distraction and tells her to focus properly on the puja. Soon the peaceful environment turns uncomfortable when some women begin gossiping about Anupama and Digvijay. Rahi overhears them discussing how Leela allowed Digvijay to stay in the Shah house. Irritated, Rahi immediately tells them to stop gossiping inside the temple and focus on worship instead. But the situation escalates further when Rahi directly questions Leela about giving Digvijay shelter. Leela calmly explains that Digvijay once saved Hasmukh's life, so she could never ignore Hasmukh's wishes. Rahi angrily argues that they could have rewarded Digvijay financially instead of allowing him to stay inside their home. She even accuses Anupama of disrespecting sacred relationship by staying close to Digvijay. Kinjal strongly steps forward in Anupama's defense. She firmly says there is absolutely nothing wrong with Anupama and Digvijay working together. Soon Rahi and Kinjal begin arguing publicly during the puja itself. Pari tries calming the situation and asks Rahi not to create drama during such an important ritual. Later, Kayati tries explaining to Rahi that nobody is trying to snatch anything away from her. According to Kayati, Rahi's anger is forcing her onto the wrong path. Elsewhere, Prem decides to personally handle the fireworks setup until the electrician arrives and asks Prerna to help him. At the temple, Kayati prays for Parag, while Leela prays for Hasmukh's long life. Rahi sincerely prays for Prem's safety and happiness. Suddenly, her sacred thread breaks unexpectedly, leaving her deeply anxious and frightened. At the exact same moment, Anupama senses that something dangerous is about to happen to Prem. Just seconds later, Prem nearly receives a deadly electric shock while working with the wiring. Before disaster strikes, Anupama rushes forward and saves his life. In the chaos, Digvijay quickly pulls Anupama away and protects her as well. But instead of gratitude, Prem reacts with bitterness. He coldly asks Anupama whether she plans to push him away from her life once again. Digvijay immediately loses patience and scolds Prem for speaking so harshly. He reminds him that Anupama literally risked her own life to save him. Digvijay also points out that Rahi's sincere prayers and fasting probably brought Anupama there at the perfect moment. Even though Prem's word hurt her deeply, Anupama silently watches Prem and Rahi together and continues praying for their happiness. Later, Prem formally invites Anupama to attend the grand opening of his cafe. Back at the Kothari house, Gautam taunts Rahi while Vasundhara accuses her of becoming too influenced by Anupama. Wanting to prove herself, Rahi asks what she must do to earn everyone's trust completely. Vasundhara shocks the family by demanding that Rahi transfer the cafe ownership into Prem's name. Prem casually says ownership does not matter to him because his real goal is something much bigger. He openly admits that he invited Anupama because he wants her to witness his success personally. Kayati warns Rahi that Prem's going hatred will eventually destroy everything around him. She also blames Shruti for increasing the misunderstanding between Rahi and Anupama. Meanwhile, back at the Shah house, Hasmukh and Digvijay return home together. Digvijay lightens the mood by bringing pan milkshakes for everyone, creating a rare, cheerful family moment. During this, Anupama emotionally remembers Anju. Digvijay later calls Banku to join the cafe success celebration, but Banku hesitates because of Paki and Leela. Paritosh then asks Anupama whether she truly plans to attend Prem's cafe inauguration despite all the tension between them. Kinjan confidently says they will definitely attend because Rahi personally invited them and they are not afraid of competition. Digvijay supports Kinjal's confidence completely. Finally, Anupama makes her decision clear. Since Prem invited her himself, she says she will definitely attend the inauguration ceremony. The episode ends with Shah family discovering that Digvijay was once a kabaddi player, adding a lighter touch after all the emotional drama. Overall, this episode balanced emotional tension and family conflict very effectively. The electric shock sequence finally gave Anupama a heroic moment after several emotionally exhausting episodes. Ironically, even after saving Prem's life, she still receives bitterness. Rahi's anger and insecurity are slowly becoming repetitive, but the episode also showed that her pain comes from fear and confusion than pure hatred. Kinjal defending Anupama during the temple argument added emotional strength to the story, while Digvijay's calm and supportive presence continues changing the Shah family dynamics. The upcoming cafe rivalry now feels deeply personal and emotional instead of just another business competition. Thank you for watching. Bye.